Good morning. Back here today. We're going to get the 8430 in the shop this morning. Yeah, this morning yet. But we got to get this truck out first. I thought of something else we need to do to it. I was going to do this and then kind of forgot yesterday, but I want to get our fluid film sprayer out and do a little undercoating and spray in frame rails and stuff. Try and keep it from getting rusty and crappy in the salty roads that we're about to haul on. So I've got that thing all ready to go. We just got to get the creeper and the air hooked up and start spraying. All right, I have sprayed pretty much everything I can find to spray. I went underneath on the creeper, I went around the top on the frame rails and everything on the back. We should be good. Even got up underneath the transmission and the front axle a little bit, so I used up quite a bit of that stuff. We'll see, it should help. I just hope that it's not too sticky where it attracts dust and dirt and then it sticks to it. I think it actually washes off and loses its stickiness, but it still kind of leaves a layer there to protect it. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. You guys remember how we're done with this truck? I forgot. I keep forgetting stuff. We need a radio. We need a radio. I have one. I said that when we brought it in here, and then I just kind of forgot about it. So I'm working on getting this figured out. So there's a nice little cubby up here for it. Unfortunately, this radio is very small, which is nice, but it doesn't, the little clamp holder thing there doesn't close tight enough. So I need a board or something to set it on to clamp it down. It does have a nice built-in mic holder, and there's power up there, and the antenna's already plugged in, so we can make it work. It's just a matter of securing it. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Okay, I've got it wired in there, and we just got to get it secured. But it powers up and it works. So I'm supposed to have a seed truck 15 minutes ago. I don't think he's down there waiting for me yet, but he might be. So I'm going to head down to the seed warehouse, and then we've got some errands to run. We got a box to put in the mail. All kinds of stuff going on today. We're going to get that tractor in the shop yet, but doesn't look like we're going to get a whole lot done to it today, unfortunately. 4 pallets of corn and a couple more boxes. That's good. That's still quite a bit of corn, so I know that I've got another corn truck coming next week sometime. All right, I'm back. Got some lunch and stuff. Got my radio finished up. I just put a block of wood underneath there so that we could squeeze it down with that clamp. There's some screws that go underneath, so that is good. It works. I tested it. Got a nice pre-installed mic hanger there. I don't know, I kind of dislike the cable hanging in my face, but I suppose it's all right there. So all right, I'm gonna call it now and say we're done with this. So we'll go ahead and start moving some stuff around. We'll get this out of here. Lost a little bit of air at 50-60 pounds since we ran it yesterday. We need to get to the gas station, get some fuel. What the heck is that? Those driving logs. I don't know what they had in here. GPS or something probably. So anyway, we'll get this out. That little spot there makes a nice phone holder so you guys can watch me. Oh, it's nice. Phil is gonna haul some grain, but not with this truck. Not yet, at least. Getting closer to using it. Okay, let's see if we can get the 8430 out. Maybe I should just go right through the center. It'll come out the back, all right. So, 8430 is due for, cleaning and general winter maintenance. We'll change engine oil, filters, fuel filters, air filters, all of that stuff. We're gonna do a cab kit. Oh yeah, I gotta get that ordered. Dang it, I should have ordered it already. We'll get a cab kit coming because I'm going to change it on this tractor. All right, 8430. So we have 5,511 hours on this tractor. Last year, we were at 5,344, which means we only put 167 hours on this tractor this year. That is not very many. In fact, enough that we really don't even need to change the engine oil or some of the filters. We may not do engine air filters. We'll blow them out or look at them and stuff or see. Maybe not do fuel filters. I don't know. But I am still going to change the engine oil. Partially because I need to get that engine oil towed up there empty, which it just about is. Maybe I should go up there and make sure we have some engine oil before I do that. We got to... we're still in the process of switching over from third-party oil company to Deere oil. I want to get back to using Deere oil and stuff, and we had to get the engine oil tote empty before we could bring the Deere oil in. So we're working on that. Anyway, we're still going to change engine oil in this tractor, I think. So and we got to clean it up and just go through stuff and see. And like I said, I want to do the cab kit because this one here, the fabric is pulled away. This side's not horrible, but that side is. And so it's not that expensive to just do it and fix it up nice. So we're going to do that. So if you're relatively new to the channel, you may or may not know that a year ago we bought that 8RX. We've got an 8RX 370. It's in the barn in the back. We'll get that in here at some point this winter too. But when we do that, the way that our operation seems to work is we just kind of buy something new and we kick everything down the line, right? And so a year ago, or 2 years ago now, I guess, in the spring of 21, our two main planting tractors were the 8430 that planted all the beans, Phil used, and the 8335R that I used for corn planting. Well, when we bought the 8RX, I used that for planting corn. We decided to use the 8R for planting beans. This one went on our second field coat. No, I didn't even do that. Went on our disc, and we used it some, but clearly we didn't use it near as much. When we bought that 8RX, we sold our 8300 that we had. And the 8300 was the tractor that saw 80 to 100 hours a year before, because we just didn't use it for that much. And it was nice to have around, but it wasn't big enough. It's not big enough to do any of the main jobs. Can't pull the planters, can't pull the disc very well, a lot of that stuff. So we kept this one when we bought the 8RX, kicked it down the line. Now this is the one that doesn't do that much, but it's a much better suited backup tractor if we had a tractor go down and we needed it to pull a planter or pull the disc or whatever, that we need a little bit more power than what the 8300 had. So we did still use it to plant wheat. Like I said, we did some tillage with it. We would have put a few more hours on it this fall, but the windshield shattered on Phil the one day, so we had that little issue, but we got that fixed. In an ideal world, we'd keep all three of our main tractors, or our row crop tractors, relatively even in hours between the 8430, the 8R, and the 8RX. In reality, that doesn't happen because the 8RX is a nicer, better tractor for a reason, and therefore we want to use it for more stuff, right? So it sees more hours because we plant with it, we side dress with it, we grain cart with it. I'll have to see what the 8R got on it this year. I think we broke 200 hours, maybe 250 on that one. So we did a better job of splitting the hours up, but still, they're never going to be quite even. Not all that different of a situation from what we just did with semi-trucks, where we barely used this one in the past. We did use it some, and when we needed it, but we bought a new truck that doesn't directly replace this one, but it kicks everything else down the line. So we'll use the Volvo for most of our hauling now. The Cascadia will get used as the second truck, and those will be the two that we use most of the time. And then we'll have that Columbia that we still have as the replacement for this one, that we'll use it some in the fall, but just not a lot. So that's just kind of the way that they're going to be. But anyway, I'm going to go get a cab kit ordered for this so that we've got that. I don't know that we'll get it by the end of the week, which makes this tractor difficult to get out of here by the end of the week, but it is what it is. And then we've got a couple little odd jobs that need to get done today, I think. So we're probably not actually going to do anything to this today, but let's get the cab kit ordered. All right, I got a cab kit ordered. That is not coming from Deere. It's coming from a third party We'll talk about that when it gets here. But I was trying to think of what other pieces and things that I need to get coming, anything from Deere. I want to replace this seal. Goes around this window that has shrunk and does not fit anymore. That window comes out fairly easily. We found that out when they had to do the windshield and had to take it out. So I'm going to get one of those. And I think there is something in the cab that we need to replace. There is a broken SCV lever. This one right here. And it still works, but the plastic or something broke and it like pushes down into the armrest. So I need to take this apart to get that out to be able to see what exactly is broken and that I need to get. Okay, so to get this armrest off, there are 3 screws that fit up underneath here somewhere. And then you have to take this armrest off because of that tab right there. And then this whole thing lifts out of there. And we can try and see why that's so wiggly. I see a screw laying down there. That's probably not good. Or maybe it is good. Let's see if I can hold this so you can see it. Not very well. The screw came from right there. That goes like that, and the other ones are still in there. So it's possible I can just put that screw back in, and all is good. We'll tighten the other ones up a little bit. Well, that'd be awesome, because I bet this little thing here is not cheap. Definitely seems to have been the case. Awesome. Well, that is very good. I was a little concerned that the plastic would have been stripped out, but it doesn't seem to be. So we're gonna shop back that out while we've got it apart there, and then we can put the armrest back together. I was wrong. We are going to do something to the tractor today. I briefly considered replacing this armrest cushion because it's split here, but it's $116, so we'll live with it. Okay, that's all back together. Good deal. That one was a cheap fix. And I got that seal ordered for the window. I think that's all I've got for right now. The only other thing I had thought about, and I would order these from another third party, different than where the cab kit came from. I may replace some more of these barrels, sockets, SCV couplers, whatever you want to call them. I did the bottom set a year ago down here, but clearly they still leak. And I think that you just got to replace those couplers. They're like $80-90 a piece or a pair or something. I think it's a piece. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to do all of them, but we might. So I'll look into that. Those will come pretty quick from Shoop is where I would get them. But yeah. Anyway, it is a nice day. The roads are dry, and I want to take that corn head down to the barn in Berkey. So I think we're going to do that today. I've got one shield over here that needs to get put back on it, and I believe I need to go out to the parts warehouse or barn, but I believe that that sensor that is the reason we took this off should be out there. It is. So we can go and put that on. So this little part shed we got out here, we don't own that. That's not ours. That is a dealer drop shed that Greenmark owns, and they maintain and they take care of it, and any of their customers can come and pick up parts from that little part shed, which is why we put it out there. But it's super convenient for me because they bring stuff to me. During the growing season, spring, summer, fall, they come daily. During the winter, it's twice a week, but man, that's awesome, right? So that's the story with that. And yes, there are some miscolored shingles on the front side of it that I'm not thrilled about, but whatever. It showed up that way. They're not missing. We don't control it. It's just the way that it is. Okay, we got that put on. I'll put that shield back on over the top of this, and then we can get this out of here. We've made it. My one snout fell down on the way, so all right, we got to figure out where we're going to put it. Not over here. Might fit here if I move the red truck. Let's see if there's room on the east side over here. Yeah, the easiest thing would be just to back it in here. I think we're going to do that. Okay, part of the other reason why I wanted to come to Berkey is to get that put in here. That's the wagon that my sales rep uses for a lot of plots and stuff. Doesn't use it for mine, ironically, but I told him I would store it for him. So he dropped it off here, and I wanted to get it put in before the big snowstorm that we're supposed to get later this week. So we're just going to stuff that back in here in front of the seed tender. Hopefully our forklift starts and I can use this to move it around, but we will see. I never doubted it. Nope, never ever did I doubt that this old POS propane forklift would start. I'm sure that it won't move yet. It's got to warm up, but that's okay. I was even good enough to get it in the barn on the first try with a pickup. Couldn't see. I wasn't sure how close I was there. I guess I could go back a little bit more. The forklift's there. Ah, good enough. It's in the barn. We can move it around later if we need to. All right, it's in. Got the barn locked back up. Back we go. All right, we made it back to Waldron here. So I did mention that we're supposed to get a major snowstorm here at the end of the week. I think Friday and Saturday maybe. Today's Tuesday, so we've got a couple of days to get ready for this. But one of the things I want to do is put the big bucket back on the 7520 loader. We've got the forks on it now. I should probably talk to Dad first, make sure that he's not going to use the forks to pick up some logs or anything like that between now and then. I was going to do it this afternoon, but not going to get there today. So Dad's got my shelf units that he's been working on about done. I'll go show you those, but I gotta get these out of here. Look at this thing. Awesome job. Pretty sturdy. Once we get it on a hard, solid level floor, it'll be better. Used my hardwood from my floors left over for the shelves. Beautiful. Even holds the tote just like we planned. So that's really nice. Got a little sanding to do, glue removal, excess glue removal, and then those will be ready for stain, which is what those are here for too, stain. Okay, I'm going home now, so we are going to get to that tomorrow, at least something, maybe washing, maybe not, I don't know. We get our bucket hooked up, but thanks for watching today. Like and subscribe, questions, comments, leave them down below. See you tomorrow. Dad's out grilling. It's 30 degrees outside. Grilling dinner.